Hey guys, this is day 179 of Startup. So in this video, I'm gonna discuss my method for solving complex technical problems. So a lot of you are probably also not technical, you are CEOs of the company, but you can still watch this video to guide your technical persons to motivate them. So this so I'm actually building a product for cold calling where the idea is to be able to mix recorded audio with a live voice to be able to have perfectly to be able to deliver your pitch perfectly on phone, to open better, to handle objections better, and all of these things. So for me, although it's not a hugely technically challenging, like it's not like the open AI level challenging, but still challenging. There are some technical challenges that we had to deal with. Like for example, I wanted this software to be able to connect with any calling software, be it Skype, be it Twilio, with Zoom. We can connect this software and be able to route the audio from this other software through my software so that it can process that audio and do the mixing in that. So yeah, we had to handle it for all different operating systems, for Windows, for Linux, for Mac. And then we had to normalize the voices, the one which is the recorded voice and the one that you are speaking live should sound same. And then we have to deal with the issue of the button clicks. When we are making button clicks, it shows up in the recording as tick 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 tick, and then we wanted to make it very smooth so that there's no such click sound to corrupt that audio. So yeah, we have some audio related challenges which are not like the huge challenges like most difficult ones, but still, because they have not been done before, like you do not find directly the code of it on internet, so you have to solve it on your own. So over this period, we followed a method, and I had been actually following that method before also to learn French in a very short amount of time. That's how I came to Canada, through French visa. And my co-founder has also been learning this now through the startup, and it's been working for him great. So I'm gonna tell some of the tips that I learned to solve complex technical problems. First of all, do not take no for an answer. Do not really just okay. Now solving technical challenges is a little different from solving people level challenges, solving sales challenge, because yes, in sales we hear a lot like do not give up. But what does it mean to not give up in technology, in a problem solving scenario? Because these solutions actually really come from above. Like they are some kind of, they require some kind of inspiration to solve those. But at the same time, I say not give up in the sense like stay at it for a very long time, and until either you solve the problem or you prove it through some principle, some kind of scientific or technical principle, that because of this principle it cannot be solved. Not that I cannot solve it, but cannot be solved because it's against the physical or mathematical laws, then it's fine to leave the problem. But until then, leave the problem open and do not close it till you solve it. Okay, tip number 2 is to immerse yourself in the problem. Like, do not just interact with it at a surface level, like 2 hours when you sit on the computer, but really it should be your life. Like when you're eating food, when you're taking shower, when you're sleeping, the dreams, in the dreams you should be actually seeing this problem. That should be the level of engagement that you have with the problem. And I think that can come with having skin in the game. So really be for sure that you want success in startup, and imagine all that money that you can earn if you're successful. So I think that will give you that level of engagement with the problem. Third is like just have fun with these problems, have an attitude of play with them. You're not really like, they're not some kind of enemies, but just as kids we used to do these puzzle games, just like that, treat the problem as a puzzle, make small little demos, implementations here and there. Just like be like, okay, I'm myself an old guy, but be like a teenager who is tinkering with the technology with a Lego kit. While when you're trying to solve this problem, don't look at the ultimate success, but just enjoy the process. Fourth is go deeper and deeper in trying to understand everything related to the problem. Okay, so mic is not working, fine. So mic, is it on the application level or is it on the OS level. Now, how does mic work in the application level? How does Windows, the operating system, handle the mic? How does actually the mic device itself work? Just understand everything about the way mic works if you're trying to solve a complex mic problem. Okay, number 5, work on many such problems at a time. Do not just hang on to one problem, then of course it will feel like there's no progress at all. But if you're working on 10 or 15 such problems in parallel, then some of them will click someday and you will see some random progress. So maybe in the week 1 you'll randomly solve one problem, in week 2 you'll randomly solve another problem, and slowly you'll see such kind of progress. And finally, in the morning, that is really the time for inspiration, when you just wake up. So when you just wake up, stay in the bed for a while, do not talk to anyone, leave your eyes closed, or maybe keep also the lights closed, like the dark environment. That's how I do it. And then think to the roller, like your role of all the problems. Think through all of those problems that are open in your head, and you will see some really creative insights coming in those hours. So that's it, guys. That's the number of all the tips I have. So the more problems you solve in this way, the deeper understanding you build of your own domain, and it will be so hard for anyone else to compete with you, and it will be over time easier and easier for you to solve these problems. So yeah, initially you had to learn about the mic and the operating system and about the applications, and it will take a lot of time, but future, of course, you have already covered that, so it will be much easier. And just think about, if you solve like 15, 20 or 100 such problems and they're built into the code of your product, how hard will it be for a new guy who is not trained in this method to solve complex problems to copy your product? So that's it for today. Take care.